Hello everyone, I'm Nate and welcome to my channel. Today I have the privilege of looking at the very first design from Dressel Designs. This is the Assassin. Patrick Dressel, who is the designer of the Assassin, is no newbie to design for yo-yos, but this is his first official design under the label, under his brand new company, Dressel Designs. So I'm very excited to take a look at this yo-yo with you. I am no designer. You know, I have romantic visions and dreams of maybe learning how to do CAD or something like that, and I've thought about maybe someday making a yo-yo, but probably having someone else design it. I talk quite a bit about on this channel about design from a perspective of a non-designer, but of a player, okay? And so Patrick Dressel, he's both. He's a really good yo-yoer and a really decent designer. This is not his first yo-yo that he's designed. He's designed yo-yos for himself. The 5050 was his most recent one. I reviewed that as well on this channel, a prototype of that. He's also designed a number of yo-yos for other companies. And I really have liked his approach to design. My plan is actually to have Patrick on the channel at some point, whenever our schedules work together. So maybe this month or next month possibly, and do a little interview with him about design. So I'd be curious, what questions would you have for a yo-yo designer? So whatever that is, let me know in the comments, okay? Let's talk about the Assassin. Like I said, this is his first yo-yo under his new company, Dressel Designs. It is a stainless steel yo-yo. It's a mini yo-yo. It's a D size bearing yo-yo. So lots of cool, unique things going for it. Really kind of a just go-getter kind of yo-yo right out the gate. Again, if you've been following Patrick, you know that this is not really his first yo-yo, but it is his first design under his company name. So we're gonna call it his debut yo-yo, at least the Dressel Designs debut yo-yo, okay? You know, a lot of his yo-yo designs are pretty unique, but not so unique that they're like unapproachable or they're gimmicky or anything like that. He has a really good approach to design that makes it set apart, you know? The yo-yo market is so oversaturated right now, as it has been really kind of honestly pretty much since I've been in the game. But more and more so it seems like people are having the opportunity and taking the opportunity to make yo-yos and start companies and really go out there and get it. But it's important to have a yo-yo that stands out. So there's a lot that stands out about this yo-yo. Obviously it's stainless steel, which is really pretty cool just to have that in your collection. It is raw, so you could probably tumble this or blast it, but it would probably be a string eater. It would probably be too rough on the string. So I like that it's raw. It kind of almost looks a little bit like titanium. It's almost deceiving. And even has that little, even though it's a small yo-yo and a smaller bowl, it has a little bit of that ding quality. If it was a large yo-yo, you would hear that kind of bell quality to it. But it has a very similar feel. Because it's stainless steel, you can really mess with the weight distribution there and thin that out pretty well. It's a organic H shape, okay? That's how I would, really bubbly H shape. I really like the gap design here. Really nice, kind of pulled away from there. You know, that's gonna be great for a little less string drag there. So has that performance aspect to it. But when you think of undersized yo-yos like this one, you don't really think competition, or you don't really think performance. And so I think with a few little things combined that he did as far as the design's concerned, and the weight distribution and all that, this one's going to be quite a performer for its size. I really like that he went with a D bearing as well for a smaller yo-yo. I think a smaller bearing is just going to have a little bit just a little bit more predictability as far as buy-ins are concerned, and I've noticed that. I've seen a lot on small, even micro yo-yos that have C-size bearings. the bearing just feels a little bit too big. And when you look at that, again, I'm not a designer, so I'd be curious to talk to Patrick about this in that future video. When you throw in a smaller diameter bearing, how much that affects things like your bind. Because I feel like sometimes on a smaller yo-yo, whenever the diameter of the actual bearing is larger, like a C-size bearing, you're kind of reaching for it. It just doesn't have a bind that kind of just comes up completely all the time. Like, you have to be a little bit more deliberate, a little bit more conservative with your binds. I'm not feeling that with this at all. Like, it's very consistent. I forgot to mention, this is a prototype. The only thing he's changing is he's trying to make the spike on this, on the hub, a little bit sharper. And so that's it. I'll be sending this one back to him, and but other than that, I mean, really, it's exactly what you would expect for the actual production. I believe the production is currently happening. I saw a picture just today, actually, of the ridiculous amount of D-bearings he has ordered. So he's ready to start assembling and testing and boxing up and everything. So be looking for that release. All right, let's go and actually play it and see how it plays on the string. All right, welcome back to the On the String section with the Assassin by Dressel Designs. All right, as I talked about in the hand, you know, and we'll talk about obviously this a lot more on the string and on the play, this yo-yo is small, but doesn't really feel small. I mean, it does in ways, but it really does feel larger than it really is. So this is gonna be a straight up opinion on this yo-yo and not really talk about the design of it, but this has been a really, really fun yo-yo. I haven't played a yo-yo quite like this for a while that just has such a fun factor. I mean, I want to play this all the time. One of the challenges of making a smaller, undersized yo-yo is really that weight distribution, right? Because, you know, if this was an aluminum yo-yo or maybe some other metal design, I think titanium would have worked too, but of course made it more expensive. But with it being stainless steel, that's a really smart metal choice because he can work with that a little bit more, making it lighter. I feel like with aluminum, it would probably feel like a brick. Even in the same specs, even if you could make it as light, it just wouldn't feel the same in the hand. And so he can really mess with some of the design work with this more denser metal with its stainless steel. So I think that was a really smart approach. Yeah, like, again, the challenge with micro yo-yos, or this is not a micro yo-yo, but undersized yo-yos, is creating a yo-yo that's actually a little bit more performance driven, right? And he really hit the mark with this one. It is very performance focused, as well as being just a heck of a lot of fun. You know, he's kind of said that this is the last EDC yo-yo you're ever gonna need. I could see where, you know, he's trying to get at with that. You know, it's obviously it's going to take quite a beating with the stainless steel, so it's going to be a yo-yo you can throw in a bag or, you know, hit off the ground quite a few times, and it's still going to be really playable and not going to cause a lot of damage. But at the same time, it's small enough that you can throw it in a pocket. No, it's not like slimline, so, you know, it's, you know, not horrible, but it's a little bit bulky in the pocket, not like a slimline would be. But it's small enough, but it's also really playable as far as, you know, even that performance features of that. I really like what he's done with the gap in this yo-yo. I've seen that kind of basic design of the H-shape with some of his other designs in the past, and I like that he brought it into this one as well. I'm a sucker for D-bearings, maybe just because they're kind of like trendy, but I think it works really well in this yo-yo. I'd be curious what an A-size bearing on this would look like as well. Finger spins are okay. You're not gonna pull off like great finger spins with them. I don't know, I'm working on something with that. I like these sort of like all thumbs kind of motion. Like I got written here. I don't know. There's something more to that. I like kind of the flow of that though. It's kind of weird and awkward. I like this mount though. So it's like you go into here, pop it here, kind of get it in that L shape there, pop it here, and then on the front. Overall with the Assassin, I'm really impressed with his first design under Dressel Designs. I wish him all the luck. He's a cool dude, a great guy to support, really supports the community. He is a great thrower as well, so he knows what goes into a good playing yo-yo. So that's gonna do it now for my talk about the Assassin. I'm not sure the exact release date for this, but I'll have in the description box where you can find Dressel Designs, Instagram, and all that. So definitely be checking out Patrick's designs. I think he's got a winner here, and I cannot wait for the production and how it's received. So all the luck to you, sir. All right, that's gonna do it for now, and until the next one, later.